Well, here we are again, hopefully for the last part of this DIY coilover stuff. I have new coil or new sleeves welded on there. Well, not new sleeves, but new threads. I got struts out of a 6th gen Celica, hoping that maybe it was just I don't know what I was hoping. I was hoping they'd have a gland nut on it that was a finer thread, figuring that the old struts were an 89 that I tried to use and the thread was wrong. No, those had a coarse thread also. So, for most of this video, probably going to be time lapse. We're going to start assembling everything, and there's a possibility you'll see me grinding the bottom of the struts, because one person who had done this before said you need to grind down the little bottom part where, well, I think I showed it in another video. But if you see me grinding, it's because they were too tall. But anyway, enough rambling. Let's get this stuff done. Quick interruption. So here's the part number 188B0450. And for the rears, after I looked them up, it's 188B0325. Judging by what Summit showed as the spring rate, which was in pounds and not the 8K or 6K, the 450 pound or whatever it stands for is going to be the fronts. And we are done with the creation of the coilovers. Cost, little high. I'll go over that shortly, even though I've kind of went over it in another video. What you saw me doing at the tail end here is I am using the rear strut top mounts. don't think there's anything in the US that you can buy and get shipped quickly, because I considered just trying to buy camber plates for the rear, but it didn't seem like there's anything available locally that I could maybe get in a few days or whatever. So what you saw me doing is hogging out or boring out or whatever the hole in the center of this, because this is just rubber with a metal sleeve in it. That metal sleeve was meant for a smaller strut tube and up in here. So what I ended up needing to do was just simply bore it out. Ended up using this little Dremel bit and kept just kind of shaving the insides away until it could actually fit on there. And then, you know, just put the bolt on and you're done. Maybe later I'll replace it with camber bolts. I don't plan on going super low with the car, so I'm not expecting much impact from the rear. But if I get to the height I want and I see too much camber, I'll probably order some camber plates in and then just take those old things off and put something new and shiny on. But yeah, total cost, this is all ballpark, is $857 for the kit from Techno Toy Tuning. Well, not for the kit. Had to buy the camber plates, then had to buy these conical hats or whatever they're called that have a bearing in it, because the camber plates on this don't come with the bearing for turning. And then, you know, like the springs with the coilover sleeves and the perch and the O-rings, that was like $550 or some number, or $500, whatever, for this set and this set. It was like $240, $255, somewhere in that ballpark for each set. And I think that's just about everything. In the next video, when I start putting the car back together, we'll actually get to see how it sits. But yeah, here's where we're at. I don't know. I mean, this all feels good. It is pretty light. It had me scared at first, but I feel like it'll be fine. Techno Toy Tuning has a good reputation, so I'm going to guess that this is all hunky-dory. Now, whether my craftsmanship was up to snuff, that's a whole different question. Anyway, let me get back to the overall total. So this was like $857 just for the coilover stuff. Then I think I paid, I'd have to look at my phone, but the strut inserts were like 80, or I think they were $90 each. So you're looking at about $360 there plus the $850, so that's about $1,200. And then the additional costs I had to accrue, which was buying 2 spare strut tubes, or yeah, whatever. That was another $40. So I spent about $1,250, I think, maybe $1,300. And yeah, I know I could have bought coilovers already made, potentially even with camber plates, but I didn't want to take the chance of screwing up, ordering something that I could not rebuild on my own. I had just heard too many stories about coilover kits that you'd have to send off to get them rebuilt, or you couldn't find the parts to rebuild them yourself. This way, literally, if any of them blow, I take it apart, take that out, you know, and replace it with whatever that part number was that I showed earlier.
765015.
And on top of that, I can adjust the stiffness there. It's one of the people who did this early on, at least on the Alltrac forums. I believe he said set the front for 3, rears for 2. That's the way he liked it. I might go 2 and 2. So 2 for the rear, 2 for the front. And then if I feel like I could stiffen up the front a little more, I might go to a 3. I don't feel like I'm going to want a 1. But anyway, that's enough rambling. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it was usable or useful, or just help someone get over the bump of trying to build their own. Have a good day. Bye-bye.